Sharks Hockey on Comcast Sportsnet California is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Satisfy your late night cravings with Jack's Munchie Meal, available after 9 p.m. at participating restaurants. By Toyota, do the math and save at your local Toyota dealer. And by Xfinity, home of the most live sports.
Starting goaltenders tonight here in San Jose. Antti Niemi, 12-3-5 on the year. He's had a good homestand so far. Back-to-back wins over Tampa and Martin Brodeur and the New Jersey Devils. Ben Scrivens, since he came in 7 games ago to replace the injured Jonathan Quick, he has been stellar. 5-0-2 in those 7 starts, a 1.27 goals against. Todd McClellan coaching his 400th NHL game as Sharks head coach tonight. The only man who's coached more games as a Sharks head coach is that man, Daryl Sutter, now the head coach of the LA Kings, and of course just a little bit over a year removed from a Stanley Cup championship. Brett Hedican joining us inside the glass tonight. And Brett, you got to be as fired up as the rest of us.
Yeah, I'm excited about these next 3 games, guys. You talk about the cream of the crop. Well, starts tonight, and it doesn't get any easier over these next 3 games.
And we're underway here. The Sharks and Los Angeles Kings, second meeting of the year, and the first time the Kings have visited SAP Center this season. Both teams playing well. Both teams near the top of the Pacific Division. Mike Richards, a play off the boards, and the Kings score just 18 seconds into the game. Jeff Carter makes it 1-0.
Good forecheck right off the bat by the Los Angeles Kings. One of the keys to tonight's game, you got to be able to get the job done along the boards. And Scott Hannon is in there as Thomas Hertl gets taken out. Nice little play right off the chip by Dwight King to Jeff Carter. Jacks it upstairs. When Jeff Carter gets the puck that close, you know what he's going to do with it. He's going to put it away. But the key was on the forecheck, making the hit on Hertl, creating space, Brett, for the play off the boards.
Well, you talk about they're leading the league in hits, the LA Kings, and you saw it happen right there. Take out Tomas Hertl, and a great little tip pass by King. Gets that first goal for the LA Kings.
Carter's 6th of the season from King and Richards at 18 seconds. It almost looked like a set play that Richards shot it wide off the backboards intentionally. Either way, the Kings get the early jump here in the first period as Carter, just his 2nd game back after the long injury layoff, gets his 2nd goal in as many nights. And it's 1-0 LA. Puck back into the San Jose zone. Tommy Wingles to Marleau. Marleau down the wing, takes a shot that's blocked, and then he pulled the trigger. Scrivens made the stop. Justin Braun trying to get to it on the point, but it's Dustin Brown now shoveling it down the ice. Braun and the rest of the Sharks hopefully not too unsettled by that start. You can't afford to be. So much hockey left as Kennedy has it knocked from him. Jared Stoll for LA. Can't clear it past the point, Matt Irwin. Now Kennedy in front. Pavelski there. Couldn't get a stick on the hard pass. Martin Havlat turns from pressure. Backhands it up for Kennedy. His pass trying to get through the skates of Martinez. Blocked. And now the Kings able to clear it back up through the middle. Jordan Nolan dumps in. Both teams go for a line change here in the early going. Matt Irwin back in the lineup. He's been watching from the press box for some time now. It's in deep. Andrew Desjardins, who sat out last game as a scratch, working on this 4th line again, trying to set up Shepard. But the Kings come ahead. Jake Muzzin playing it up the right wing side, and it's dumped in by LA's Tyler Toffoli. Now Desjardins again, takes it, flicks it off the boards, but it's back to the glove of Muzzin, and back turning into his own zone is Scott Hanner. Under pressure from Clifford. Kyle Clifford, a goal scorer for LA the other night in Vancouver, when they had a stunning come-from-behind overtime win against the Canucks. They stunned this crowd here tonight in this first period with a goal 18 seconds in. Now Joe Thornton across center. On the back check, Carter. Thornton to Braun, and that'll be handled at the front of the net by Scrivens. Now from behind to Thornton, and Scrivens does the splits and robs the Sharks captain.
It looks to me like maybe this was partially blocked as well. Brett, I couldn't see from my angle up here, but good play again on the forecheck. Good job by Tomas Hertl to force the play, and then Brent Burns. Oh no, that was all Scrivens with the pad down.
Yeah, nice little quick play right there. Like you say, Tomas with a nice forecheck, and then Burns finds the guy Thornton out front with a nice little chance.
Almost slid it under the pad, but Scrivens, as you mentioned, Randy, been absolutely brilliant since coming in. And Dean Lombardi, general manager of the Los Angeles Kings, I heard him the other day crediting Bill Ranford, the goalie coach, for the work that Scrivens has been able to perform since being in the lineup.
Thornton, but it's turned over to Muzzin, and now Richards comes across center. That assist for Richards was his 14th of the season. Carter from King and Richards to get the Kings started just 18 seconds in. When LA scores first this year, and you hope this one changes tonight, their record is 10-2-1. They've been very good at holding leads, as the Sharks have. When they score first, they're 11-1-4 this year. But that's not going to happen, obviously, tonight, as Drew Doughty takes it behind the net.
Sharks scored first in Los Angeles. A great play by Logan Couture. It was early in the game, and LA came back and won that, so maybe the tables will be turned tonight.
That was the goal by Marc-Edouard Vlasic that gave the Sharks a similar kind of start. Matt Irwin trying to get it off the boards and out, as you see the Sharks forward and defense pairs rolling at the top of your screen. A couple of changes, as we mentioned. Desjardins and Irwin back in for the Sharks tonight, and not in the lineup, Jason Demers and John McCarthy. Here's a turnover, but the Sharks get it back. Marlin for Couture. And Logan will wrist it in hard from center ice. 1-0 LA leading on the goal by Carter. 18 in as Scrivens makes the glove save on the shot from the wing.
Well, look at the Los Angeles Kings, and what you know about the Los Angeles Kings, guys, is that they are big, they're very physical, as Brett already mentioned, and they are skilled. This is a lineup that also knows how to win. They've been together for a while now. Sure, there's some changes here and there, but most of the guys are together since they won the Stanley Cup just a couple of years ago. This is a team that is very, very hard to play against. They play a heavy game. They don't have a lot of, extracurricular stuff going on after the whistle. Just a hard, honest hockey game.
And for what it's worth, maybe a little extra motivation for the LA Kings. It's the dad's trip. All the fathers of the players are here in San Jose, as they were in Vancouver when LA came from behind late and won 3-2 in overtime Monday night against the Canucks. Desjardins now at his own blue line, works it across to some open ice. Brad Stewart jumps ahead, but it's gathered back in by Robin Regeer, and the veteran blue liner sends it up ice to Dan Carcillo. Scrivens will let this go for Slava Voinov. 4.5 minutes into the first period and a 1-0 LA lead. They've scored on their only shot. The Sharks have 4, but have been unable to get it past Ben Scrivens. The best chance belonging to Joe Thornton. Willie Mitchell back for his defense partner, Alec Martinez. Here's Martinez, a nifty move, gets around Havlat. Gets it wide out to the right wing. Now his shot deflecting wide and behind the net. Back to Mitchell on this side for LA. Lyndon Vade, the rookie number 57. He's had a nice start in his first 10 NHL games, 5 assists. He tore up the American Hockey League last year. Manchester's leading scorer and MVP. Kennedy wants Havlat. That'll get through to Scrivens, who stops it with the glove.
Let's have a look at our Lexus keys to the game. Brett, what do you got?
Well, for me, it doesn't matter. And what that says is that, the LA Kings, like you talked about, Drew, and we mentioned, most hits in the league. Doesn't matter tonight. You've got to compete along the wall. The little areas are what is going to win this game tonight.
So blank everything out and just go after it. For me, dominate the paint. For the San Jose Sharks and the LA Kings, they both want to have net front presence. You got to make sure you get there. You got to make sure you stay there and finish when you are there. Box out defensively and get on them offensively.
A shot by Boyle off the face-off win. Cleared to the line. And now the Sharks trying to retrieve it in the neutral zone. Drew Doughty chased back by Brent Burns. Over to Muzzin. Now back into the feet of Doughty. But he recovers nicely and works it up the right side. Pass intended there for Carter. Jumped over his stick. Now right out front to Richards. And it's blocked in front by Irwin. Thornton up the wing. Tomas Hertl, and Scrivens couldn't get a hold of it. Burns crashing in the corner with Muzzin. And the Kings pick up the puck. Trying to clear it ahead was King. That's intercepted. Now Brad Stewart at the line. A shot, and Scrivens a glove save. Out of the corner and back to Boyle at the point. Dan Boyle trying to feed Thornton. Comes out of the zone, and he'll send it to the netminder, Niemi. Banked around, and a good read by Anze Kopitar. He's got Williams in front. Instead, the captain, Dustin Brown, back to the blue line for Regehr. Here's Brown. Kopitar in front. He's their leading scorer. And a good stick by Couture, but he couldn't intercept from Regehr, whose wrist shot is high and into the glove of Antti Niemi. Jeff Carter, his 6th of the year. Kings with the lead.
Forecheck. They get 2 guys getting in on the forecheck, and then they got 1, 2, 3 guys up high. Brent, how do you handle that, trying to break out if you're the Sharks?
Well, if the Kings are going to keep a guy out high, the Sharks have to recognize that now it's going to be a 3-on-2 down low. And this is where they've got to do a good job of bump passing it, but you cannot allow the puck to get thrown out to the middle, because there's the guys going to be getting that scoring opportunity. So keep it out of the middle, use each other down low, bump passes to work it out of the defensive zone.
It's 2 in deep, and that third man high really causes some problems. They do a very good job of it, very disciplined.
This is Patrick Marleau working against Slava Voinov. Regehr comes across to help out Voinov. Now Dustin Brown over the Shark line. Justin Williams trailing. Williams with 9 goals this year, leading LA.
Against the San Jose Sharks, you know what he's like. 6+6 in his last 7.
Kopitar, and he hit the crossbar.
Niemi was down.
Now Kopitar again. Williams back skates, looks for a seam out front. The puck comes to the net, and Niemi with the catch.
When there's traffic in front, when you know the other team goes hard to the net, sometimes as a defenseman, you're going to get bumped into your guy, and Marc-Edouard Vlasic's left leg takes out the right leg of Antti Niemi, and a great opportunity for Anze Kopitar. Gets his head up and goes high, bounces it off the crossbar.
Boy, Niemi made a good save on that, too. He had to look around Dustin Brown. It was a good shot from the point, but he found it gets a glove on it.
Kopitar's been hot, and he's the Kings' leading point getter so far this year. You saw there with 23, also +9. Arguably one of the best center icemen in the National Hockey League, and the Kings have that luxury too, with 3 strong centermen up the middle on all 3 lines, just as the Sharks had with Kopitar, Richards, and Stoll. The Sharks match that with Thornton, Couture, and Pavelski. Stewart chasing back now. The former LA King spent a season there under general manager Dean Lombardi, who drafted him when Lombardi was general manager of the Sharks. Steered in by Scott Hannon. Willie Mitchell with time to make a play. That time disappearing, though, as Mike Brown came in. Now the Kings work it to center off the stick of Hannon, who turns as he's chased down by Carcillo. Stewart, trouble with the puck, but Desjardins comes in with a big hit. And shaken up on the play is Carcillo. And there's going to be a San Jose penalty, as you said.
How much, or how long I should say. Andrew Desjardins, he's expected to do things like this, expected to play the body, goes for the hit, catches Carcillo.
It's interference. Question is, what are they going to call?
San Jose penalty number 10, 2 minutes, 40.
Here's the big key to the game. The power play of the LA Kings was the penalty kill of the San Jose Sharks. Talked about the penalty kill a lot with the Sharks. Lately, there's a team that's doing a lot of things right, but they're not getting the stop when they need it. Right now, Antti Niemi, spotlight's on him. The Sharks need a big kill, and the goalie's got to be the guy that steps up.
Face-off's a good place to start, and the Sharks win that and get it down the ice. LA's power play's been cold the last 3 games, 0 for 11. Sharks penalty kill ranked 16th in the NHL, middle of the pack. As Kopitar chases it down to the corner, Vlasic's there, sends it around, but it's taken back by the Kings. Jake Muzzin off top to Doughty on the right side. Now Kopitar. Carter moves to the front. The pass for Doughty on his backhand. He'll have to work it down low. Looks for Richards there. He's flanked by Carter. Now to Kopitar. He'll fire a backhander through, and it's cleared with a glove up to the line. Didn't come out. Richards to the front of the net. And the shot by Carter goes wide as the Sharks again fail to clear. Now Carter has a look across the ice for Kopitar. Pass wasn't sweet. He had to take it off his skate to Richards and back to Anze Kopitar. Doughty loads up, gives to Muzzin. Back across. The pass, the shot, the save. Niemi trying to find the loose puck and the whistle. He's got it.
We got a little action down by the net right now. Couple things for me there, Brett. Obviously clears, you got to do a better job, but you can't allow passes through the seam.
That stick right there, you've got to get it exchanged from the outside to the inside to protect that for Pavelski. But you're right, you got to get it down 200 feet. You talk about Niemi making a big save. Well, he makes a great save there from this look. That was a dynamite save.
Marc-Andre Vlasic, you got to come back hard and make sure you collapse and help out right by the paint. That's what we talked about, dominate the paint. The LA Kings do an outstanding job on the power play, getting people in front and then just simply getting pucks to that point.
Kopitar doesn't lead the Kings in goals, but he does lead them in power play goals with 4, including that.
That was offside. That was offside.
Again, Martinez able to apparently keep it in. Now he's got it at the left point. Slides it across for Slava Voinov. Martinez to Williams, and he fires just wide, and I believe that came out.
I think that one came out. From where we were, now the linesman was blocked off by a couple people, but from where we were, we could see that puck did pop out in the air, and then Martinez was able to keep it in with his glove. Well, get it back in with his glove, I should say.
Now Vay behind the net. Brown back to Voinov. Martinez now, the second unit for LA, moving the puck well. Brown, a shot, glove save, Niemi. And there's 8 to go on the power play.
And you'll give that shot away. That's no problem. The Sharks did a good job there. As the play moves around, you notice with the LA Kings, quick puck movement. You've got 2 guys up and 1 guy in the high slot, 1 guy trying to get to the net. Sharks did a nice job pushing that puck to the outside. You'll give Antti Niemi that shot all day long. Scott Hannon making sure he's engaged, pushes men out. Niemi sees it all the way. Brett, I thought that was well done.
Well done. Straight lines by the PK for the Sharks. That's what you have to have, guys.
Thornton wins the face-off, and can they get it down and kill the rest of this off? Yes. Slapped the length of the ice by Dan Boyle. That'll do it for the LA power play as Desjardins skates out of the box and across the ice. 1-0 Kings as the Sharks now look to equalize back to 5-on-5 hockey. Doughty number 8 against Pavelski number 8. The pass from Kennedy blocked before it got to Pavelski. Now Doughty again. Former first-round draft pick of the Kings, able to chip it off the boards and down. Here's Dan Boyle. And he lost the puck. Richards in alone. Saved by Niemi as he got the pad down. What a stop. And that's what the Sharks needed right there from their number 1 goalie.
Wow, we may be talking about that save at the end of the game as the Sharks are able to come back and win this.
Now Vlasic, a quick shot, and it bounces out of the crowd back to the corner to Havlat. Havlat skates through a stick check from Voinov to Vlasic. He pumps one to the net, and Scrivens with a save and no rebound. Antti Niemi stops an all-alone breakaway by Mike Richards. The Coors Light Cold Hard Facts. Tonight we look at career active points leaders against the LA Kings. Teemu Selanne of the Ducks, number 1, active. Then it's Patrick Marleau. And then Joe Thornton a little bit more down the list. How about the all-time leader, Wayne Gretzky? 179 points in his career against LA. And he played for them for a good chunk of his career. Amazing.
He's just this crazy. It's unbelievable when you look at all those records of everybody. And then you look at Wayne Gretzky's numbers. Crazy.
Coming up on 9 minutes left here in the first period in this much anticipated second meeting of the season, but first here in the Bay Area between the Sharks and Kings. And right now, Jeff Carter's goal 18 seconds in on the first shift of this contest is the difference. Here now, trying to change that is Marleau. Skates in against Doughty. Scrivens the save. Rebound loose. The net comes off.
There won't be a goal.
And there won't be a goal. There is a pileup behind the goal line.
But I like Patrick Marleau. First off, Tommy Wingels does an outstanding job. Well, let's go all the way back. Justin Braun does an outstanding job. Tommy Wingels takes the man, knocks him off the puck. Patrick Marleau drives in, tries to get the goal. Logan Couture should have been a penalty right there. Definitely would have been interference right there as Logan Couture gets sent into the net. No call, and then trailing it, put it in the empty net, but unfortunately the empty net was already on the end boards. But I like that play by Patrick Marleau, driving the net, putting the shoulder down, trying to make a play.
More points by Marleau against LA than any other team in the NHL. Regeer up for Jordan Nolan. Now dangerously to Voynov. He can't get it cleared. Sharks have it again. Desjardins at the point. Brown in the slot. He takes a hit. Stewart tries to get the shot through. That's blocked by Voynov. Now the Kings counter quickly. It's Nolan with Carcillo. Back for Nolan, but behind him. Nolan recovers, sends it up the boards, but it's blocked partially by Cannon. And now it skips off Mike Brownstick and back into Kings territory. 7-6 the shots in favor of the Sharks. Boyle sends it in. Sharks on the tail end of a line change. Now Kennedy bearing down on Regeer. And he's got the puck away. Havlat in his skates, but he turns to get it back. Martin Havlat turns up at the point. Now he heads toward the net. Gives it. Boyle back. And Scrivens the save.
Well, Marty Havlat, you're seeing the patience that that he has over the last couple games. Does a nice job there of buying some time. Waits for Dan Boyle to jump into that hole. Right here, keeps his feet moving right here. Protects the puck and then just leans it in with a one-hander. Gives Boyle a chance at getting a nice backhand on Scrivens.
Instead of Joe Pavelski there, Brett, sliding out for a pass, doesn't he need to work his way to the net instead?
Well, you talk about the paint. That's where you want the Sharks tonight. He's got a battle to get there first.
Now Kennedy, who's played some of his best hockey as a Shark in the last week. That shot from Irwin deflecting high off the glass. Kennedy runs into Kyle Clifford, and the puck bounces back to Dan Boyle. And over to his partner again now, Matt Irwin. Irwin, a lead pass for Havlat. Chased down by Mitchell. Now Willie Mitchell, hard off Clifford's stick back to Boyle. Boyle sends it in, and that'll be icing against the Sharks. Speaking of Tyler Kennedy, a goal last game here against New Jersey on Saturday night.
That was a really nice play by Martin Havlat. A no-look pass. He finds Tyler Kennedy, who loves to shoot the puck. He's got a great shot, right-hander. Drills it past Martin Brodeur. Everybody comes to the rink wanting to score, and you can see that expression on his face there. Nobody comes thinking, I'm going to go out there and shut the other team down. You're going out thinking, I'm going to put one in the back of the net tonight.
Goal and 3 points in his last 3 games for Tyler Kennedy. That goal against the Devils turned out to be the game winner. And he becomes the 11th Shark with at least 1 game-winning goal this year out of the 15 wins they have. Doughty, checked by Thornton. Now Carter, the goal scorer here tonight, sends it in hard to the Sharks' corner. Tomas Hertl in there against Nolan and Richards, or make that King and Richards, as it's picked up by Vlasic. Hard pass to center, off Jake Muzzin's stick, recovered by Burns. He tried to swing it across the ice, but Richards in the way. Kings get a quick change while they hold the puck in their own zone. And Doughty now skates out and gives it to Kopitar. Kopitar shot, glove save for Niemi. He'll hold it.
Well, when you watch Anze Kopitar, what you see is a guy who has all the tools and the toolbox as well. Loves to shoot the puck. He's a big, huge guy, plays fast. It's the Daryl Sutter type of player. Plays tough, plays hard, plays fast. But I think since Daryl Sutter's taken over, Anze Kopitar has taken a new step about playing heavy, Brett.
He has 12 points his last 12 games. He's been a hot player for the LA Kings.
Niemi just made a nice kick save there off Brown. And now a good block by Couture, spraying Marleau up ice. Patrick looking for Couture on the wing. That'll be stick saved away by Scrivens. And Williams trying to bump it out, does, all the way beyond the Sharks line to Marc-Edouard Vlasic.
Tell you what, number 12 in teal is skating tonight.
Sure is. Kopitar wrapped up by Vlasic. Now Williams tussles with Stewart. Puck comes out to Wingle. He'll skate ahead with Marleau. Now Wingle sends it in as the Sharks will get a line change. Wingle's in the corner, backhands it to this side for Brad Stewart. Back around for Shepard. James Shepard works against Regeer. Shepard with good size. That's a good matchup against a big man Regeer. Backhands it through the front of the paint, all the way to the far boards. Shepard still out there battling along with Brown and Desjardins. Voynov leans on Shepard. Shepard comes out of the corner with it again. At the front of the net, Brown, but he couldn't get a stick down for a shot. And back comes LA. In transition, it is Nolan on the wing. To this side, Carcillo, and a backhand pass for Stoll. Just gets away. Brown will flick it off the boards. Sharks need a line change here, and they'll get one now.
That was good work by the fourth line, the so-called fourth line, being able to work, try to establish a cycle game, but at least work down the offensive zone.
Good stick there by Pavelski. Linden Bay chasing back. Now Shepard sends it on for Mitchell. And across to the other side for Martinez. 1-0 LA. 4.5 to go here in the opening period at sold-out SAP Center. And we're glad you're along with us on this Thanksgiving Eve. Chance at the side. And Scrivens, a nice save there off Pavelski. Clifford, big hit on Boyle. Kennedy now turns against Martinez to the high man, and Pavelski shot save, rebound, and batted toward the net there by Boyle. Kennedy again, down behind the net, Pavelski in front, shot blocked as Boyle pulled the trigger, couldn't find the net. Kennedy's backhander, Scrivens with no stick watches it sail high and wide. Now Scrivens gets his stick back. Boyle off the backboards. Fighting for it is Havlat. Kennedy there too. Now on the far side, it's tied up by Toffoli for LA. And Pavelski almost picked it up again. And now the Kings will get it out across center ice. A great shift there as Mitchell's leaning on Pavelski behind the play. The crowd reacting to that. Pavelski couldn't get onside, so the Sharks have to tag.
Second time the referee has let that go. James Shepard also got tackled behind the net on his shift, and the referee just watched it. I think that's Mike Lego back out there tonight.
11 saves in this period so far for Ben Scrivens, who's as hot as any goalie in the NHL right now. Icing called here.
A little momentum going.
Well, if you're looking for a unique way to throw a holiday party, a Sharks game is the answer. Bring a group of 25 or more to a Sharks game. You can save up to 25% per ticket. Plus, you'll get to treat your group to the excitement of NHL hockey. To book a group or for more information, visit sjsharks.com/groups.
We talk about that fourth line, guys, building some momentum, and then obviously Pavelski's line backs it up with some more chances on the offensive side.
That's exactly what you want to have happen. You're a coach. You want your team to be able to, the Lions to build on each other's momentum.
Backhand shot by Thornton. And now cleared by Richards to center. Batted back in by Vlasic. Muzzin. That went off Burns' skate. Now Thornton sends it back behind the net. Tomas Hertl there with the long reach. Is able to get to it, but so is Doughty. And now Burns comes flying in. Puck kept in by Vlasic. His shot off the backboards, and it bounces to this side where there weren't any Sharks. And now King from center sends it back in. But the physicality picked up on that shift.
Yeah, it has. And you know what? The Sharks have played more in the offensive zone. They're starting to establish their down-low game.
Marleau sends it in. The gear back on it. He's got pressure from Wingels. Voinov quickly up for Williams. This game is played at a very, very quick pace.
Yeah. Nice move.
Cannon for Wingels, a little behind him. And it'll go back through to Regeer. Starts out shooting LA, 12-8 here in the first. Marleau out of the corner. Wingels turns, bumps it toward the net a little wide.
How quick did Patrick Marleau get to that puck? Wow.
Dustin Brown back for the Kings. And that'll drift up into the netting above the San Jose net. Now to play. 2:02 left here in the first. 1-0 LA.
Some good chances for the San Jose Sharks. They got a little bit of momentum going, and it's working in their advantage as they start taking the puck to the net. Great opportunity right there. Tyler Kennedy finds Joe Pavelski's shot. Traffic in front, just missed with Dan Boyle. And then a little spin around shot. Again, Tyler Kennedy, Martin Havlat with a great chance. Now, John Tortorella from the Vancouver Canucks talked about momentum once, and he said the game is all about establishing momentum, trying to keep it, and when you lose it, quickly as you can, get it back. And right now, the San Jose Sharks guys have got the momentum.
The only difference has been Ben Scrivens with his 12 saves in the first period. And the Emmy's been called upon to make 7. The only goal coming 18 seconds in on the first shift of the game from Jeff Carter. Now we await this face-off in the San Jose zone as Kopitar will stand in against Logan Couture. Marc-Edouard Vlasic out with his defense partner tonight, reunited with Justin Braun. And it's Braun off the face-off win by Couture. Sharks looking to get even here with under 2 left here in this opening period. Voinov. And he'll send it up this side. Brown able to get it out. Couture sizing things up around to Vlasic. Nicely executed, but then the pass through to Marleau will go all the way back down for an icing call.
That's too bad because that's a breakout, a little bit of an over behind the net. Coloring it over. Goes from the D to D on the wide side, and you've got good strong side support with Patrick Marleau on the boards, and then you just missed the pass. That's too bad. The faceoff ends up in your zone against a very good faceoff team.
And Justin Williams read that really nicely, but sometimes you can fake that if you're Logan Couture. If they're cheating there like Williams was,
yeah,
you can fake that pass, and now you come out off the strong side there and all by yourself with Logan Couture.
This time the Kings win the faceoff. Doughty and his wrist shot will go up the high glass. Stayed in play. Ingles looking for Marleau to bust out, but the Kings keep it in, get it deep. Stoles back pass. Just skipped away from Jordan Nolan. Now Nolan handing it off, a good read there. Vlasic skates up the left side. Marc-Edouard Vlasic. Next pass to Couture. Logan shot saved by Scrivens. The loose puck jabbed at by Vlasic, but Ben Scrivens able to hold on.
Well, since he's part of the defense union, take over, Brett, because this is a really good play by Marc-Edouard Vlasic.
Well, you talked about a great read, and that's anticipation. Defenseman has to know a little bit of action down here, guys, with Jarrett Stoll going after Vlasic for chopping at Scrivens. But right there, he's already anticipating, gets his stick out there, and off they go. Outnumbered situation if Wingels can get himself up. It was a great pass right through the skates there, and just a good shot by Couture with a scoring chance.
Yeah, like Jarrett Stoll wouldn't do the same thing. I know Jarrett Stoll. He'd go right and he'd do the same thing without a doubt. You go to the whistle, don't you, Brett?
You do, and that's just one of those things. A player is going to have to back his goaltender up, and that's what Stoll's trying to do there. But loose puck, Vlasic has to go after it.
Besides the flyby goal celebration, it's one of the goofiest things in hockey, how everybody loses their minds when somebody touches a guy who's wearing 40 pounds of equipment.
Off the battle in the face-off circle, it trickles through to Scrivens, and he'll hold it. And Ben Scrivens, what a story. The 27-year-old veteran netminder came over in the trade that sent Jonathan Bernier to the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Leafs obviously didn't have the confidence in Scrivens to get the job done with the personnel they had. He comes in with Jonathan Quick out with the groin injury. All he's done in his last 7 games is go 5-0-2. He leads the NHL in almost every goalie category right now. Here's Hurdle trying to unsettle the Kings with a chance that just goes wide. Now we're under a minute to go here in this opening period. Hurdle again down in the corner. Thornton behind the net. Good stick there by Carter to knock the puck away. Burns with the big butt check on Mitchell. Thornton with the puck. Joe waits, looks for an open man. It's Irwin, the shot saved by Scrivens, and Carter will clear it to the far side of the ice and down.
16 shots right now for the San Jose Sharks, and they are putting a ton of pucks and a lot of problems with Ben Scrivens' way, but he's handling them beautifully.
Thornton pirouettes his way out of trouble to Kennedy. Still time here. Tyler Kennedy stops, shoots, Scrivens the save. He'll hold it, and there'll be at least one more face-off down in the LA end as Ben Scrivens makes his 18th save of the period.
And the San Jose Sharks putting a lot of shots on Scrivens, a shoot-first mentality. The LA Kings don't give up that many shots. They're one of the best in the league, 5th in the NHL at shots against. They only allow 26 per game on average. Right now, as you said, 18 now for the Sharks.
Face off, Kennedy, and that went off his skate. Back to Scott Hannon, and around for Kennedy. He sends it out front. A chance here for Stewart. Shot goes off a skate wide. Kept in at the point by Havlat. 4 seconds left. Pavelski trying to hurry a quick shot to the net. Off an LA stick, out of play as the buzzer sounds here at SAP Center. What a first period. A combined 26 shots, but the Sharks with 18 of them. Only 1 goal went in from Jeff Carter in the first 18 seconds of the game. 1-0 LA. Stick around. When we come back, we'll check in with our Sportsnet Central studio, and then Brody Brazil is back here to talk to the Sharks, Patrick Marleau. We welcome you back to SAP Center as we get set for the second period with the Kings leading 1-0. Time for our Geico quote of the game. It comes from that gentleman, Todd McClellan, head coach of the Sharks, who this morning said, quote, "We've had an opportunity to rest we're as healthy as we can be right now, and there are no excuses. So he certainly, Bret Hedican, was setting the tone for his team at the morning skate, was he not?
I sure was. And Todd McClellan's got great quotes, by the way, but you know, 5 games and 8 nights when they were on the road there, found themselves in Chicago with travel, getting in at 6 a.m. These guys are human beings. You can only do so much when you're mentally tired. You make physical mistakes. And tonight, they've got no excuses. Tom McClellan talks about it. They're well rested. They have good practices last few days, and they've got a good, tough stretch of games here coming up. They better be rested for it.
Well, when we talk about healthy, that is relative. Of course, the Sharks are still without Rafi Torres and Adam Burish. Those are longer-term situations, but Brent Burns has been back for a few games now. Dan Boyle's got a good dozen or so games under his belt since the upper body injury in St. Louis, and the Sharks kind of have the closest resemblance to the lineup that they envisioned over the summer, I would think, with those two big exceptions.
With Brent Burns in the lineup this season, Sharks 9-0-1. They're plus 24 in their goal differential. Sorry, plus 29 in their goal differential. With him out of the lineup, 6-3-4, plus 2 goal differential. He makes a big difference.
Brent Burns taking that opening faceoff for Joe Thornton there. Interesting.
And the puck squibs back to Antti Niemi. Burns was 75% on draws here on Saturday night against the Devils. He went 3 for 4, ended up being named the game's first star.
He was. That's right. Didn't figure in the scoring, but he was. You don't have to figure in the scoring to be a star in this building.
Just do the little things right and do a lot of them. Here is Burns coming out of his own end now with the Sharks trying to get this game tied here early in the second period. Tomas Hertl has a look, takes his shot. Scrivens made the save, but the puck got through to Stewart. Muzzin, however, clears it back out to center. Hertl on the re-entry, but Burns wasn't off the ice yet, and that's offside.
Brett, that used to be one of my pet peeves as a coach. Guys that wouldn't hustle off the ice. I'm not slamming Brent Burns. He just went to sleep a little bit mentally there and then got caught. But as a coach, it used to drive me absolutely up the wall.
Yeah, Scott Hannon does a nice job of turning it up right away and just couldn't get out of the offensive zone there, and offsides it's called.
Couture, who didn't have a particularly great first period in the face-off circle with a strong win of the draw there. Scrivens backhands it and just got it through to Voinov as Williams waits, and that one's knocked down by Wingels, but the Kings quickly re-enter. Brown, centering pass, wanted Kopitar. From the point, a shot, Niemi stops Regier. In transition, Wingels gets it into the zone, but Brown's back on it for LA. Preston Brown so far not putting up the big numbers, 4 goals at this point in the year. He had 18 in the lockout-shortened season last year. In fact, the Kings lately have been a little goal challenged, but Jeff Carter's absence certainly had something to do with that. This is only his second game back, Carter, since missing 10 with a broken foot. And he's got goals in back-to-back games in Vancouver and the only goal here in this game tonight as Jared Stoll takes it across center and slaps it in. Carcillo with the steal off Niemi, and now the Kings get it back to the point. Mitchell loads up, gives it back for Carcillo, number 17, looking for a man behind the net. Nolan was there, but now Irwin will play it on a backhand up to Andrew Desjardins. Scrivens stabs at it, slows it down. Brown runs into Mitchell. Mitchell gives back to Brown. Now the puck to Pavelski. Bounces away. Stewart trying to hold the zone. Can't. Brown will drive it back in. Mitchell, who missed all of last year with an injury. Now to Martinez. And he'll send it in. Matt Green's out again for the Kings. He missed a big chunk last year. Came back late in the year and then into the playoffs. But he is out once again, and that's a big piece on Daryl Sutter's blue line not available.
Biggest piece, though, Willie Mitchell's back there. Just all of last year, Willie Mitchell was one good defenseman.
Doughty, who's not bad either, up against Havlat. And out of the corner, Kennedy. Tied up by Vey. Kennedy to the net, and that goes off the skate of Muzzin. Loose to Pavelski. He scores! Joe Pavelski ties the game.
Great play by Pavelski with the time. But Brett, for me, number 9, Martin Havlat, does a great job in front of the net.
Got that inside position. You talked about that in the first period. Got to get to that blue paint, and that's where he was. What hands by Joe Pavelski right here. Look at the patience. Forehand, or backhand, forehand, then puts it up top. Beautiful play.
Wow, is that ever? You know what? I didn't notice how good that was until that replay. That is some set of hands by Pavelski.
Smiling about it there.
Yeah. He scored his first ever NHL goal against the Los Angeles Kings. That was back in 2006. Here we are, almost 7 years later to the day, and he gets a big goal here to tie this game 1-1.
Drew, you had it in the first period. The Desjardins line comes out, builds some momentum. Backed by Pavelski. That line right there. Same thing here. Physical line by Desjardins line, backed up with Pavelski, and now they score a goal.
So we're all even as the Sharks are able to reestablish that momentum here in the second period as Pavelski gets his 9th from Kennedy and Havlat at 243 for Kennedy, his 100th career NHL assist. Thornton around Vrblasek as the crowd's back in it now in a big way. Hertl deep into the zone and burns after it against Regier. Around to Voynov, but Hertl picks it up on the boards. Now he lost it. It comes out to center. He's got to get back on D. Williams with Brown and Kopitar. Justin Williams trying to dangle around Boyle. Williams centers it, and it's cleared from the front by Irwin. Burns slaps it all the way out to center as the Sharks dodge one there.
I think Tomas Hertl was thinking about making a play at the blue line, Brett, and then just changed his mind.
Yeah, it looked like he thought the guy was coming down there to take that quick shot, one-timer, but it wasn't there.
Kopitar bumps it off the boards for Brown. Dustin Brown shot saved by Niemi. Good battle. Kopitar drives Marleau into the boards. Now Williams back for Muzzin. Jake Muzzin, wrist shot, and that'll go just wide. Couture will chip it safely out to center, but the Kings right back on it. Now they have to tag, and that'll give Irwin a little time. Boyle up for Couture, and the Kings are finishing their checks as Boyle just got pounded behind the play by Stoll.
That's what they will do. In order to try to get momentum back, the Kings will go physical. They will go to the body even harder than they normally do. And
in the neutral zone, a big hit. The Shark player is down to Desjardins. And now he gets up and he wants to have a word or two with one of the LA players. And it's Ian Carcillo. Carcillo drops the gloves, but the linesman gets between them and won't let them go.
Unbelievably, on this play, Jared Stoll hits Andrew Desjardins in the back, in the neutral zone. No puck around him. Check this out. Here comes Desjardins, goes back turn. Jared Stoll coming in. Bang! Gives him a shot. Not inadvertent. Jared Stoll definitely knocked him down on purpose. The referee, for some reason, doesn't pick it up, doesn't see it, or just decided not to call it. And then Carcillo decides to chirp, and then Andrew Desjardins is a tough cookie. He will not back down from Daniel Carcillo, but the fact that Jared Stoll puts his shoulder into Andrew Desjardins and the referees either A, ignore it, or B, don't see it where it was, that's what the Sharks bench is upset about. That's what Todd McCollum wants an explanation of by the referees.
Well, right now they've got 2-minute minor penalties up on the board to both Desjardins and Carcillo for unsportsmanlike conduct. That's it.
Yeah, Todd McCollum down here trying to plead his case to the official and telling him there was this blatant hit from behind. The player was not ready for it. Should have been a call. Todd's not happy with that non-call at all.
That is a terrible non-call. A terrible miss, a terrible non-call.
Referees tonight are Greg Kimmerly, that gentleman there. Mike Lego wearing number 3. The linesman Mike Civic and Mark Wheeler. Mike Shanley is our video goal judge in the building here tonight. Sharks and Kings all tied at 1, 4.5 minutes deep into the second period. Joe Pavelski just a couple of minutes ago tying it up here with his 9th of the year. And now we're 4-on-4. Burns for Stewart. Watch out for LA. They're a good 4-on-4 team. Doughty slips it past Burns to Carter. He'll go quickly up ice for Richards, and that'll get away to Scott Hannon. So Carcillo and Desjardins in the box. And Stewart is checked by Carter. Puck gathered in by Doughty. Over to Regeer. He plays it off the boards and parried away, but comes back to Doughty. He can't get a shot away.
Good second effort by Burns.
Now Thornton. Trailing is Burns. He'll come to the line. Can't get in thanks to Carter's stick. And it's all the way back to Niemi, who sprints out of the goal. Now Braun pursued by Kopitar. To Vlasic. And now through the middle, Couture. Logan gets over the LA line. Drops it back for Marleau, and it is broken up by Brown. Vlasic sends it back in from across the blue line. The Sharks get back on side. Hard off the stick of Brown. Now Braun reaching out, trying to take it off the LA captain. Bumps him on the boards. This will come off a skate, and it's cleared back out. Voinov picks a spot on the corner boards. This is Williams now.
Too many men. Too many men.
Stoll pulls the trigger, and it's blocked by Vlasic.
I heard the Shark bench yelling there, Brett.
Yeah, they were yelling.
Martinez to Stoll. Stoll's got Mitchell on the left side. Willie Mitchell to the crease. Williams in front. Guarded by Braun. Recovered by Martinez. Drops it for Williams. Up top, Stoll shot deflects away. As Pavelski will get credit for a block, and Vlasic now skates with it out of the zone. Pavelski hurting after blocking that shot. The hard shot knocked down with a shoulder by Scrivens. Here's Williams. Sharks on a bad change. Shoots, and a save by Niemi.
Penalty coming up. I think it's going to be the Sharks for a high stick. They got Justin Williams on that rebound.
Joe Pavelski ties the game here in the second. We'll be back on Comcast Sportsnet California.
Let's have a look at our forward right choice. If we talk about forward right choice and Joe Pavelski, they're pretty much synonymous. Joe Pavelski has been all over, been physical tonight, being wrestled down against Willie Mitchell, still didn't take an undisciplined penalty, didn't retaliate, get hit in the chest right there with the puck, doesn't matter, he's okay, picks up the puck in the slot, goes top corner, ties the game up, and then Joe Pavelski, as always, doing the right thing, taking the puck in the shooting lane, blocking it, Hurts getting it off the toe, struggles to get off the ice, but he's back on the bench. Sharks forward right choice, Joe Pavelski. Always a good thing when you're talking about number 8.
Dan Boyle gets a 4-minute high sticking penalty, and the LA Kings on an extended power play with the game tied at 1 here in the second period. The Sharks have not had a power play tonight. Carter to center and in. It rattles round to the far side. Kopitar over skates. Couture's there. So is Richards for LA. Picked up by Couture. Now Logan to center. Man on him. It's Carter, and Couture will dump it in and get off the ice. Doughty. Quick pass from Richards to his running mate Carter. And Marleau clears it.
Good pressure right off the bat. As soon as the team enters the zone with the power play, you want to get on them. Don't give them any time and space to set up.
Pavelski right back out there on the penalty kill here now after blocking that shot rather painfully. Good entry by LA. This is Williams. Justin Williams back to the point. Voinov on this side. Martinez takes, gives to Williams. Brown heads for the net. Williams shot and may have come off the shoulder of Niemi and out of play as we take you back and give you a look at the double minor to Boyle here.
Puck was in the air. Dan Boyle swats at it, and he catches Justin Williams. It wasn't much of a swat. Certainly wasn't intentional high stick, but you have to be in control of your stick. Catches Justin Williams, draws some blood. That's why he got the 4-minute.
Boyle in there for another 2:45 as Lyndon Vey on this second power play unit to take the face-off for the Kings against Thornton. Joe directs some traffic. Boy, that was bang on. He told Braun where to go. The puck ended up on Braun's stick.
High touch. Face-off is going to be in LA's zone. As the puck got down the ice, it was touched by a high stick. Is that Voinov? Or was Jared Stoll, who was playing the point in that position. No, try again. I'll go for the 0 for 3 or maybe 1 for 3. Alec Martinez. There we are.
Here's Kennedy, and he swings it over. Sharks will get a shot here. And Scrivens catches, drops, and Martinez sends it back around.
One of the things you notice about Scrivens, plays the puck really well. He wants to get that puck moving because he knows his team's on the power play, but also with the puck on his blade, he can get that puck moving up ice well as well.
Brown to Voinov up top. Here's Brown with a quick shot that's blocked. Lays it off for Williams and back to Voinov. Now Williams back to Voinov. Nice puck movement by LA. Martinez looking for the tip. And it did come from Brown, but wide. Brown again. Back to Martinez. Very crisp. Hard to believe they've gone so many without one. And Desjardins, after the block in front, able to clear it. Kings right now on an 0 for 12 stretch on their power play. Make it 0 for 13. Under 2 to go in the double minor to Boyle as Carter comes in. Back to Doughty. He waits. Now sends it to Muzzin. Fake shot. Here's Kopitar. In front, Richards. Knocked down with a glove by Couture. Kopitar. Muzzin loads up, and that deflects off a skate and wide and high. Loose in the corner. Chip by Kopitar to the point. Doughty. Muzzin. Kopitar. Save Niemi.
Tommy Wingels right now is running. He's got to settle down a little bit here.
Doughty again to Muzzin. Waits, delays, Doughty shoots, and on the rebound, Carter missed an open net.
Still a minute to go. They've been out there a long time.
Carter again, stick in there by Hannon, broke it up. Now Stewart battles behind the net. Hannon trying to clear. Doughty kept it in. Nice play on the boards by number 8. Doughty to Kopitar. Kings looking for the goal. Muzzin back for Doughty. Back for Jake Muzzin. Kopitar looks. The pass. Richards delays. Far side. Touch pass. Carter over to Muzzin. Doughty to Richards. Richards waits. Muzzin. Doughty wide. Off the boards. Hannon can't clear. King still with it. Richards back across. Mishandled by Doughty. 25 to go on this long LA power play. Back to Doughty. Here's Muzzin. Shoots. Saved by Niemi. Sharks need it clear. Wingels can't get it out. Muzzin again. Here's Kopitar. Shoots. Niemi the save. And Couture clears it out.
That is your goaltender being your best penalty killer.
Huge saves by Niemi on that PK.
And that'll do it. Out comes Dan Boyle. What a penalty kill. But Toffoli brings it in with Lyndon Bay. Bay drops it back for Regeer, and he'll play it deep. Now Toffoli on this side. Takes a bad LA bounce out of the zone. What a game. 1-1. Here past the middle point of the second period. Tomas Hertl gets around Voinov. Now Hertl down at the goal line. Checked by Regeer. Thornton trying to help out the rookie. Bouncing around. Pinballs off Vlasic's skate. He was able to hold the zone. Thornton out front, and Hertl almost got there. And cleared by LA. Down the ice. Icing the call against the Kings.
Brent, can you take momentum from a penalty kill?
Oh, you can build momentum, and that's exactly what the Sharks did there. LA Kings were starting to come on. Obviously, the power play creating a lot of offense. They couldn't get it out of the defensive zone, but here's Joe Thornton. Wisely enough, just throws it back into Scrivens, knows he's out of the net, trying to create a rebound situation for Hertl, driving to the net, but good heads up there by Joe Thornton.
You know what I like about that too, Brent, is that's Joe Thornton taking the short, direct path to the puck, cutting off the LA Kings. To me, that's competing. That's being smart and getting in first.
That was one of our keys to tonight's game there, Drew, and the battle that is going to go on in a game like tonight. And Joe Thornton taking that direct route, getting inside position, and creating offense because of it.
When the Kings started that 4-minute power play, they had 11 shots on goal. Now they have 17. 6 shots. And now off the face-off battle, a little bit of stuff going on between Jared Stoll and Joe Pavelski.
I love it, Joe Pavelski. Absolutely love it.
Blocking shots, scoring goals, making things happen tonight.
Intense tonight. Intense. Giving as much as he gets, without a doubt.
Now they settle back in. And Pavelski wins the draw back to Dan Boyle. Boyle, little flip pass on the boards. Kennedy looks, shoots, and it's blocked in front of Scrivens. And cleared back beyond center. Dan Boyle gets over.
Great face-off by Pavelski.
This will skip through the neutral zone, drops for Havlat. Havlat across the ice. The shot saved by Scrivens off Tyler Kennedy. What a pass by Havlat.
That was a world-class pass right there, folks.
Now Irwin unable to hold it in against Nolan. Boyle has to hurry. And the Kings forecheck gets the puck back temporarily. And it's Havlat again, trying to bounce it off the boards, but Muzzin knocked it down.
What's that say?
Kings re-enter. Kopitar looks and can't get by. Matt Irwin, nice play.
Good stick check.
Havlat, little stop move, slips it ahead for Irwin. Now all the way to center for Joe Thornton. Joe across the ice, takes a hard bounce back to Dustin Brown. Cleared over the line, offside, the LA Kings. Antti Niemi having a great night here at SAP Center. He's with our Brody Brazil.
Tommy, you seem like you guys were out there for almost 2 minutes on that PK unit there on that shift. Tell me what that was like there in the final couple seconds as you guys were searching every way you could to get clears.
You know, it sure felt like more than 2 minutes, that's for sure. But, you know, it wasn't pretty at times, but we got the result we wanted there and got clear at the end, so we're happy with it.
A lot of people always say the goaltender is the best penalty killer. What was Antti Niemi for you guys in that 4 minutes?
He was huge. You know, he made a couple unbelievable stops there that you know, hopefully we can create momentum off of here.
Tommy, thank you.
Thanks, Roy.
Randy and Drew.
11 saves for Niemi in this period so far. 6 of them on that power play of 4 minutes long.
Well, one of the things we talked about going into the game is Antti Niemi was going to be in the spotlight, especially on the penalty kill, where the Sharks are going to need him because of a very good power play. Yeah, they haven't scored, but they move it around crispy. They pass at an elite level. They get shot after shot with net front presence. And Antti Niemi was making save after save, and he was brilliant. There wasn't a second opportunity. There was a shot, a save, and the rebound going to the side, not directly back to the LA Kings in front.
Have a redo on this face-off here. This is just the second meeting this year. These teams will go at it again before Christmas, December 19th at Staples Center in LA. Williams gets it back from Kopitar a little awkwardly. Well, Doughty will recover it for the Kings. Justin Williams sitting on 199 career goals.
Won the Stanley Cup with our friend Brett Henneken in Carolina.
And then another one 2 seasons ago in LA.
He is a good player, boy. Brett, he is a smart player. KG.
Boy, he's a gamer too, boy. He can score big goals in big games. Played in 4 Game 7s in his career. He's got goals in every one of them.
Wow, that's a great stat.
Came into the game leading LA with 71 shots on goal this year. Certainly not shy about getting the puck to the net, and that's why he leads them in goals with 9. Here's Tomas Hertl. Hertl across the LA line, leaves it there for Burns. Shot kicked out by Scrivens, a juicy rebound. But LA's able to get to it as Carter now comes the other way for LA. Carter for Richard. That's blocked by Stewart. Didn't see it. Return shot gets through the net. Niemi looks for it, makes a couple of in-tight saves. King back out in front. Carter to Richards, and he fanned.
Wow. That was a 3-on-2 because Scott Hannon jumped up in the play, and they got 4 chances out of it, the LA Kings.
Voynov battling against Hertl. Puck bounces toward Thornton, skips by him. Now King, and a short give by Hannon to Hertl. Doesn't see anything he likes in particular, just flips it back out to center, and Regehr will fire it right back in. Thornton has to be aware, gives it away to Toffoli. Tyler Toffoli's shot, interrupted by a stick. And the Sharks catch a break there.
Joe Thornton's stick. He is going to make up for that errant pass.
Kennedy now builds up speed out of his own zone for the Sharks. To Thornton at center. Back through for Kennedy. Between the D. Can't get the shot away. Kyle Clifford and Willie Mitchell work to get it off him. Now Havlat trying to backhand it for Pavelski. Can't. London Bay. And from the left side, the shot by Mitchell, saved by Niemi. Irwin battling out of the corner and makes a nice play and then feeds Dan Boyle. He'll skate with it to center. A stick on his stick by Toffoli. Here come the Kings back across the line. It's Carcillo. Brought an intercept by Kennedy.
Battled by Kennedy. Sorry there, Randy.
And Carcillo back across. Nolan cuts. Stoll shoots off Havlat's stick wide. Mike Brown trying to fight for some ice behind the net. Irwin getting a rough ride. Brown digs in. He and Jordan Nolan battle away. Boyle with the give. And the Sharks just not coming out of their end cleanly the last couple of attempts. As Scrivens will slide this over to Jake Muzzin. Muzzin takes a hit down low from Brown. King's able to come out. Stoll stepped on it. Here's Doughty against Braun. Doughty builds the wall, centers it, but a good stick by Vlasic. And the Emmy also had his paddle down.
Two good skating defensemen, Doughty and Brown. And now the LA Kings picking up a little momentum.
Only a 2-shot difference now, but keep in mind LA had 6 on that double minor power play. Brown ahead for Williams. One man back Braun, but he's in the right place. Sends it ahead. Chipped out of the zone by Couture. Back into LA territory with just over 4 to go in the second period. A tie game, a tight game, a physical game, and a fast game here at SAP. Loose puck to Brown, but he overskated it. Now the Sharks break out. They've got numbers too. As Vlasic comes across center, drops it for Wingels. Wingels pass behind the play as Couture was deep. And the Kings try to hurry it up, but the Sharks do get back defensively as Kopitar comes in alone. Kopitar bumped by Marleau. To the corner, Muzzin. He's hit by Vlasic. Martinez lost the puck. Here's a race. Wingels and Martinez recovers, but he gives it to Marleau. Patrick Marleau to the lone man. Back. Thornton, who was tripped up. No call on the play. As Thornton looked back at the referee who let it go. Back comes Carter and Niemi with the save.
They stopped shooting, though. That's the problem with the Sharks right now. They stopped shooting. They've gone from shooter to cuter.
We'll be back. Time for our McDonald's True Stories as we compare the captains of these two California rivals. Dustin Brown, American-born from Ithaca, New York. Second U.S.-born captain to hoist the Stanley Cup, joining Darian Hatcher with the 99 Stars. Joe Thornton from London, Ontario / St. Thomas. He's been the league's leading scorer since he came into the NHL in the 97-98 season and won the scoring race and the MVP back in 06.
Very, very different players, obviously, but still, both of them in their roles, terrific at what they do and how they do it.
And Thornton's out there right now while Brown sits on the LA bench. 3:20 to go here in the second period. A period in which, Drew, the Kings have outshot the Sharks 15-6.
Well, the 4-minute power play, yep, that's an issue without a doubt. They got a lot of shots there, but also the Sharks have been passing up opportunities now to shoot the puck. Just like they did against New Jersey. You can never get enough shots on any goaltender.
Here's a steal behind the net, they score! And it's the captain, Joe Thornton, to make it 2-1.
Ben Scrivens gets out to play the puck. Get the puck deep, get your feet going, Brett. Joe Thornton again.
Getting in on the forecheck right there. And because it was good hustle by Joe Thornton, a straight path, trying to cut, don't worry about it. Just get in there, get a body, get a stick on something. Gets caught up in Scrivens and he puts it in his own net.
Got to credit the coaching staff. Jimmy Johnson in particular on the scouting. You know, you look at a lot of things and you look at the way the goaltenders play puck. And the Sharks wanted to get in on Ben Scrivens if they could tonight, and getting in on Ben Scrivens helped right there.
Joe Thornton with the goal, his third of the year. Tomas Hertl with the only assist to make it 2-1. Here's Hertl again. Scrivens out of the net, and that one hit the side of the cage.
He likes to play it as much as he can, but you want to get on a goaltender as quickly as possible.
Carter and Niemi the save. Big rebound. LA gets it back to the front of the net. Fanning on it there was Dwight King. Back come the Sharks. Burns working against Regier. Nice little stop-up move. On to Pavelski. Out of the corner, he fans on a pass. As Stoll sends it to this side of the ice.
Wow, interference again on Joe Pavelski. And Jared Stoll and Joe Pavelski are battling right now.
Here's a nice board pass. Kennedy winds up and he fires it wide. Middle rim all the way out and down. 2-1 Sharks. They've scored the last 2 goals of this one. First Pavelski, and more recently Thornton as Voynov guides it up for Jared Stoll. Now Stoll over the San Jose line, left side. The slap shot comes to the front of the net. Jared Stoll all over Vlasic. Play goes on. Here's Martinez with a shot. Blocked in front. Niemi with a pad down. Blocked the attempt at the side by Carcillo. Havlat. That'll go down the wing. Braun's going to pursue it offensively as Havlat sends it to the other side. Carcillo there, checked hard by Desjardins. Back the other way. Rolling. And now Martinez in with a minute and a half to go here in the second period. Irwin to Shepard. From center, he'll dump it to the corner. On it first is Brown. Brown against Muzzin. In comes Kopitar. He'll guide it up the boards. Irwin stopped by Brown. Now from the corner. The battle as Brown leans in. Kopitar there for LA. Desjardins a shot. Bad angle though. And it went behind the net. From the point, flicked high and out of play. With 59.5 seconds left to go. Joe Thornton with his 415th goal as a San Jose Shark. Number one is Patrick Marleau, number one at 415. Joe at 165. Of course, spent a good chunk with Boston as well.
Pretty nice set of names up there. Owen Nolan, Jonathan Cheechoo, the captain, Joe Thornton, Joe Pavelski, and the great Patrick Marleau. That's a who's who of San Jose Sharks.
That point for Thornton moved him ahead of Nicholas Lidstrom on the all-time list. Jumbo now with 1,143. Boyle banks it around, handled behind the net, but quickly by Irwin to Wingels. Wingels tried a between-the-legs pass and was broken up by the Kings. Now Kopitar's. We're down to 40 to go in the period. Kept in by LA. Regier will slide it deep for Kopitar, but Irwin with a good read. And out to Couture, and he'll send it to Marleau, and he has no option just to slap it out of there. It would have been a dangerous play for Voinov.
Yeah. Patrick Marleau, it was a good little bump pass, as Brett, you talked about that little bump pass from Irwin to Logan Couture, who's in terrific position. But the pass couldn't connect from Logan to Patrick Marleau, and Patrick had to react quickly to get it down the ice.
It's a difficult skill there by Couture. When he gets that puck, he's in tight, he's got traffic, he's got people all over him. He's got to settle the puck down and then make a play with it, in dangerous territory. So Couture, he usually makes those plays, and it's a tough one in that situation, but Marleau gets it out, redo on a face-off down your own end.
Carter wins it back to Muzzin, and that glances off the outside of the net. Jammed up the boards by Boyle, but Carter sealed it off.
Push this down, though.
Here's Muzzin. Loads up. Niemi with the save. Under 10 left now. Couture, and that dangerously to the San Jose net. Richards trying to score late here. And Niemi with a terrific second period that has come to an end.
What a save that was.
And a dangerous line for the LA Kings right there. Got the first goal and put pressure on the last couple shifts.
19 saves in the period for Antti Niemi, and we've come to the end of two periods here at SAP Center. It's the Sharks 2 and the LA Kings 1. Stay tuned for an update from our Sportsnet Central studios, and then Drew and I will be back with another edition of Sharpshooters. 2-1 Sharks as we get ready for the third period. See the Winter Classic at the Big House in Michigan live on New Year's Day. It's the Winter Classic contest, and the grand prize winner receives 2 tickets to the game in Ann Arbor, Michigan, 2 round-trip airfare tickets, 3 nights lodging, and 2 jerseys to wear to the game. Just text WC to the number 742-757 to enter. Messaging and data rates apply. You can also get info at sjsharks.com. Joe Thornton with his 3rd goal of the season here tonight, and the 334th of his career. Not the first one that required a little good fortune, though.
This one, pretty weird, pretty goofy. And then how about this one? Getting in, disrupt, and then have the goalie take it off the left foot, then the right foot, and put it in. Sometimes good living is the key to life.
Hey, the best living was Tomas Hertl. He got an assist on that goal. There is Joe, now 50th all-time as he tonight passed Nicholas Lidstrom. Next on the list, watch out, Michel Goulet, because you got company.
Yeah, it's the great names just keep getting knocked down one by one by the great Joe Thornton.
And we're set to go with the third period. 2-1. Sharks leading, trying to even this season series. Sent in by Hurdle, and now Jake Muzzin with it for LA, but he lost it to Thornton. Burns had it, tried to feed Hurdle, and back comes Carter for the Kings. To Muzzin across the line offside.
Well, Brett, what do you see as the key to this third period?
Well, they battled back from giving up that first goal, and they did it through momentum through the fourth line, carrying it over with Joe Pavelski's line, and then getting a good bounce there to go ahead in the second period. But all in all, I like the way they settled the game down. LA had some momentum built off of that power play. Then they settled back down at the end of the second. Carry over now the little things that they started doing throughout this game.
Another face-off win for the Sharks, and Vlasic trying to work it ahead, eventually gets it to go. Now Marleau a shot, and that'll deflect behind the LA net and around. Braun jumps in, and his shot hit a skate. Couture whips one wide, and now Williams settles for LA. Regier to Kopitar. Andrei Kopitar trying to go short side with it. Braun wasn't going to bite. Now back to Williams, Couture in the way, and Logan Couture with it alone behind the net feeds Marc-Edouard Vlasic. Vlasic lost the puck. Williams gets it out to the side, and Couture's there to steer it off the boards to Tommy Wingels. And now on to Marleau at center. He'll slide it deep as both teams go for a shift change here early in the third period. Kings will go home after this to play play Calgary Saturday night in LA. The Sharks have a matinee 1 o'clock on Friday here against the St. Louis Blues as we have a hand pass.
Just want to show you Justin Braun, and here's Justin Braun in deep. Go ahead and roll this. Brett, the importance of knowing how to skate in this game and being a good skater. Watch Justin Braun. Down deep, play starts to move out the other way. 1, 2, 3 hard strides, and he's back above the play, back in defensive position.
He's done a tremendous job working on his skating ability over the last 2 years, and it's completely noticeable. He tracks down guys, like you say, 2, 3 strides, and he's passing people.
There's Dustin Brown who's trying to get up ice, and Justin Braun again. Now, with the guy that I know that he worked on his skating and all last 2 summers, as you mentioned, he'll drive 2 hours a day to be in an hour 15-minute skating session in the summers.
That's great to hear. I mean, you can always work on your game every year, no matter how old you are. Larry Robinson, you look at him, every year he tried to get better. Dan Boyle, same thing, but Justin Braun learning from some great veterans like Boyle and obviously the coaching staff here in San Jose.
Braun tied with Dustin Penner at a +16. What a year Penner's had in Anaheim. We'll see him on Saturday night. Carcillo can't handle the drop pass. Broken up by Mike Brown. Now Brown gets his footing. Gets some speed into the LA zone, and the backhand shot deflected wide by Martinez. Trying to center it is Desjardins. And Martinez has it again for LA. No helmet for Stoll. He takes a hit from Brown as they both go off.
And he's chirping at Brown, isn't he, Brett?
Yeah. A few words being exchanged here.
Kennedy on the rink-wide pass from Boyle. Tyler Kennedy plays it into the crease. Scrivens catches and holds. We mentioned St. Louis here on Friday. That's a 1 p.m. game. The Blues tonight move ahead of Chicago temporarily in the Central Division as the Blues were a big winner in Colorado on the road. That game went 4-1 to St. Louis, and right now Chicago tied 2-2 in the third with Calgary.
Think about the last time the St. Louis Blues and San Jose Sharks met. Sharks laid a licking on them, so you know that's going to be in their memory bank.
6-2. That was the game in which Dan Boyle was injured on the hit by Lapierre back in October in Missouri.
Scrivens tripped Tomas Hurdle.
Thornton out the side. Hurdle was tied up. Joe trying to get it back from Carter and does. Looking for help on the wing. Hannon comes in. He gets it back into the corner for Thornton. Joe to Burns. Shot save! And a great glove stop by Ben Scrivens.
Wow. This is great work all around. Great work by the Sharks. Scott Hannon comes in, pinches. Joe Thornton gets over to support. Brent Burns gets the pass. Wicked shot and a heck of a leather splash by Ben Scrivens. He's feeling pretty confident, that young man.
Burns out covering forehanded, like you said, goes in and pinches. Great position, and what a splash to the leather there by Scrivens.
Boy, that looked labeled from that angle, didn't it?
That's why Scrivens and Burns both smiled after that little encounter.
Stays 2-1, Sharks in the third. As Couture back defensively. Receives it from Wingles. Now off the boards, but Brown breaks that up. Here's Marleau. He's got to wait for his line mate Couture to get onside, and he does. Wingles, backhander, drops, and Scrivens able to cover it up at the front of the crease.
And Logan Couture was almost there. Patrick Marleau went to the net, and this is why it's never bad play to throw the puck at the net. Throw the puck at the goaltender's feet, at his neck, at his chest, whatever. Patrick Marleau gets there, and Logan Couture just short of grabbing that puck until Ben Scrivens got the big glove on it.
You mentioned, Drew, one of the keys too, I think, what you talked about, getting more pucks. Don't be so cute, and they're doing it nicely here in the third.
I'm sure they were reminded, Brett.
Yeah.
Oh, nice play by Jared Stoll there, using the skate to kick the puck back.
Kyle Clifford. He scored in Vancouver on Monday in the Kings overtime win. Just recently back off the injured list himself. Hasn't been banged up, but like the Sharks, getting healthier. Mitchell tees that up off the boards.
Eat it!
Either that or a wildly wide shot.
Christian Ehrhoff-like.
Here's Toffoli for Clifford. Clifford using his arm to hold off Matt Irwin, but Irwin stays with him. Toffoli back for Mitchell. Now Toffoli to the net. A little trouble for Niemi there, but it bounces over the goal. Irwin clears it this side, and now Tyler Kennedy gets it out of his skates to center, into the LA zone, and he'll slide it up the boards.
One thing wingers work on all the time, forwards work on all the time, is getting pucks out of the zone when the puck comes along the boards. That is very important in this game and very important in this third period.
Richards will steer it up ice. It almost dropped for Carter between the Sharks defense. Good up pass by Hannon. Burns across the ice, and that's broken up by Muzzin.
Nice play by Muzzin.
And offside is Jeff Carter. Well, Sharks players are growing their mustaches this Movember to generate awareness and raise funds for men's health issues. And fans can donate too to the cause and support their favorite Sharks Mo Bros by visiting sharksfoundation.org before the end of the month. Support these mustaches for a cause today. Mine's going under the razor in a couple of days. You won't see this in Toronto, my friend.
Does yours qualify?
In what we're doing? What do you mean by that?
Not really a stash. It's got a stash as a component of it. Yours is more of a debonair goatee.
Thank you. Behind the LA net. Sharks trying to get a third goal here as Brown lost it in the corner. It might have come off the skate of the referee. Sharks have not had a power play in this game. Kings have had 3. 2 of them on a double minor to Boyle for a high stick. Shepard, he's got a man open at the point. The shot saved by Scrivens. Here's Shepard. Didn't see Irwin in time. Now Boyle's shot is blocked by Carcillo. And here come the Kings. Nolan down the wing. There's a 360 move, and then a good stick, and now Couture chasing it down, but reaching out at the last moment, Martinez.
And good hustle by Matt Irwin to get back on that play as well. Those young legs right now, they're just flying out there.
Couture in for Marleau. Patrick battling Martinez in the corner, who jams it back to the other side for the waiting Dustin Brown. And that's at center now. Vlasic back to Marleau, in for Wingles, and he's checked by Mitchell. Sharks 29 shots, Kings 28. Martinez rink wide, and Williams can't catch it. Braun does. Quickly to Kennedy, and he chips that right on net. Scrivens hands it off to Drew Doughty. Doughty to center. Doughty to the Sharks line. Puts on the brakes. The pass goes in. off Scott Hannon to tie the game. And Drew Doughty, who went 11 in a row without a goal, makes it 2-2.
Well, the Sharks got a fortunate goal with Joe Thornton, a fortunate goal for the LA Kings. But again, Brett, to me, this says it's never a bad play just to send it towards the net.
Just send it to the net. You never know, right there off Scott Hannon's skate, past Niemi. But Doughty, who played a lot of minutes there in the first period, 16-17 of ice time, a guy you've got to be hard on throughout the rest of this game, but gets up in the play, skates all the way from his own end and shoots it, like you say, gets a nice bounce off Hannon's skate.
He's looking for Jared Stoll stick. Get Scott Hannon's stick, or skate. That's why you send pucks to the net.
Doughty goes end to end and then just throws it toward the goal. Off Hannon and in for his 5th of the year at 6:23, and we're tied again. Muzzin, nobody at center, and Hannon with it now at his own line. Wanted Thornton, and it got by him.
Remember last game in LA, Tom talked about the fact that the Sharks played pretty well for 2 periods, but in the 3rd period, LA rolled over them. He wasn't happy with the way his team responded in the 3rd. I was impressed with the heaviness of the LA game. Let's see if the Sharks have some push and heavy of their own.
Monday in LA, the Kings were down late, tied it with about 3 minutes to go, and then won it early in overtime in Vancouver. They've tied it here in the 3rd tonight. Shot blocked by Irwin. Vey back to the point. Regier to Lyndon Vey. Vey shoots, saved by Niemi, and no rebound. Drew Doughty gets a good bounce off a skate to make it 2-2. This terrific 3-game and 4-day stretch of the best in the West continues Friday. Day hockey here on Comcast Sportsnet California. Sharks and the St. Louis Blues will have pregame live at 12:30 Friday afternoon. And they'll drop the puck here right after 1 o'clock at SAP Center. Part of an outstanding, super long weekend of hockey here on Comcast Sportsnet California.
Brett, was that hard afternoon games? You guys are so used to routine as players.
Yeah, I like routine. You know, you get up, have your pregame skate if you need it, and then come down in a 7:30 game. You know your routine, and then on those 12:30s, but you don't have to think about it. The game will be over early. Just come out and play hockey.
Mitchell a slap shot, and that misses wide as they've given the only assist on the goal by Doughty to the goaltender, Ben Scrivens, who handed Doughty the puck back in the LA zone. There's a shot blocked in front by Irwin, and that dropped him, and he's trying to shake it off while staying on the ice.
Right now, it's the LA Kings. They've got the momentum. They've got some juice. They've got the play in the Shark zone.
From the corner scrum, it's Pavelski, trip and a penalty. Hallelujah.
Great job by Joe Pavelski to jump on that puck and get his feet moving up ice.
LA penalty number 73, 2 minutes for hooking.
It's Tyler Toffoli.
Wow, that's not a very good call.
Nope. But I guess, as they say, things even out as Toffoli is in the Bay Alarm penalty box, and the Sharks have their first power play of this game. And it'll put them on a Cache Creek power play. Hooking the call to Toffoli. So if you want to regain momentum, a power play is a good place to do it.
Absolutely, and what we talked about the power play. It's been goalless in the last 3 games. Perfect opportunity to get back in it. Guys that have been together for pretty much 5 years should be able to figure out a way.
LA's penalty kills 11th in the league. And we'll have a redo on this face-off. Sharks power play, ranked 19th. Last time the Sharks scored a power play goal was in Edmonton from Joe Pavelski. Now Couture at the goal line, Thornton. Marleau had to wait on it, and that gave Richards time to pressure. Pavelski over to Boyle. Boyle for Marleau to Pavelski. Swings it back. Marleau again. There's the shot, and it goes wide around the net and back to Joe Pavelski. Thornton had it pinball off his skates a bit. Recovered by Couture, but Marleau can't hold it in. Couture at the point can't keep that up. And it's back down to Justin Braun.
Passes are in skates. Passes aren't tape to tape.
Now Burns. And it comes toward Hurdle. Here's Burns trying to get it settled. Dwight King will clear it down. King leads LA with 2 shorthanded goals this year, but he skates off as the first penalty kill unit comes back on for LA. Sharks continue to work at it. Hurdle. Havlat. Hurdle tried to convert. Here's Braun. Hard and around. Irwin's going to have to hustle, and he gets there. Takes a shot, and it comes through to Scrivens, and then on the goal line from Hurdle, and he couldn't put it in.
Tough angle.
Burns. Back up top. Irwin fakes. Burns can't settle it. Now he does, and it's over the net. Havlat from Hurdle. He'll turn off a check. Now Hurdle on his backhand. Out to Irwin, and he fans. Broke his stick in half.
Change. Get a stick, get a change.
Dustin Brown. Here's Kopitar, and he almost got a shot away. Power play down to 5 seconds, and the Sharks won't have enough time. Toffoli back on the ice, so the Sharks 0 for 1 on the power play. It stays tied, and we're past the halfway point of the third. With Year and Wingles, and now it's iced by LA.
When you look at the power play and how it started out, to me, the passes weren't crisp. They weren't tape to tape. And then Tomas Hurdle, when that second unit came out, they get a little bit more straightforward, a little bit simpler, and they just start putting pucks in the net. But Hurdle just missing on the cross crease shot. Tough angle though.
From the face-off, Pavelski. Tyler Kennedy. And that's knocked away by Regeer. Kyle Clifford controls for the Kings. Here's a 2-on-1. Lyndon Vey shoots, and it's saved by Niemi.
Nice little play there.
Vey bidding for his first ever NHL goal there. Kennedy hack penalty to Clifford. Sharks are right back on the power play. Slashing the call against Kyle Clifford. 2-2 our score here in San Jose.
Penalty coming up, Kyle Clifford. There's the slash, taking down Tyler Kennedy. Darryl Sutter will not like that from his gritty forward. Been the Bay Alarm penalty box is Kyle Clifford. And the Sharks get another opportunity on the power play. And you want to get that power play going. You got to get those passes tape to tape. And I think, Brett, they need to simplify things. I think you get more shots.
Yeah, simplify it. They did a nice job, Couture, drawing a guy down, kicking it out high to the point. You got to get that puck back down low.
And they recovered off the face-off win by Pavelski. Couture, shadowed by Richards, and Richards clears it. Excellent penalty killing so far by LA tonight. Thornton escapes. Now gets it across for Marleau.
Offside by a country mile. Logan Couture gets tangled up at the line, gets offside.
Getting that puck to the front of the net. I mean, getting it in front with traffic. You know, they've worked it hard. They've tried to get it back out to the point. They're drawing people to them. It's just being a little bit too cute, making that extra pass. Obviously, 1 for 13 the last 5 games is just something they've got to get better at.
Darryl Sutter, after tonight, 17 games away from 1,000 coached.
Wow. For Big D.
Right now, he's 23 wins away from 500. Pavelski, and he lost the puck. In alone is Dwight King. And a good back check by Boyle broke it up. And denied King a third shorthanded goal this year. Back come the Sharks. Couture from center gets it in. Scrivens sets it up behind the net. Now wrists it up the boards. Gets past Couture. Dan Boyle gives it back to him. Back to Boyle. Back to Couture. Takes a shot. Tipped by Thornton. Up and out of play.
Well, you mentioned Dwight King has 2 shorthanded goals. Joe Pavelski misplays the puck. Unfortunately, it goes right to Dwight King if you're a San Jose Sharks fan. But Dan Boyle gets in and just enough to disturb Dwight King, who tries to make the backhand move. Instead, sweeps the puck to the corner. Good pressure by the veteran defenseman.
King's also got 7 points overall in his last 10 games. He's been one of the LA forwards that has been providing offense over the last week when they haven't maybe scored as much as they'd have liked, but are still getting results. Coming into tonight, the Kings with points in 10 straight games as Niemi had to fight off that bouncer. Under a minute to go on this power play now. Burns, and the Sharks are offside again on the power play.
Justin Braun.
What Burnsy had Braun going down the right side. He just had to give a little backhand pass there.
Just as the play moves up, Justin Braun's coming up the right side of Brent Burns.
Get Irwin trying to do a nice job of dragging it over. There's the play, right? 5-foot pass.
Actually, it's Tomas Hertl, actually. He passed it behind Hertl. I thought it was Justin Braun, but he just could push it to the backhand, make the easy play. Brent, when the power play's struggling, is that what happens? Is that you try to make that dynamic play instead of the simple one?
Yeah, you're looking for that extra pass, the pretty pass. It's not there.
Burns looking to get a shot to the net, but it goes to the corner, and Doughty will slap it all the way down. It certainly is not for a lack of practice this week on special teams.
Well, that's one of the things that this coaching staff looked at. They knew that they weren't getting a lot of practice time in the next couple of weeks, so they wanted to make sure they worked on the special teams. Did a lot of teaching as well.
Here's a bad bounce for Scrivens, but he recognizes it in time and covers before everyone else can do damage.
Hit the photographer hole, didn't it?
I think it did.
I think it hit the photographer hole. Made a real bit of a funny sound. Justin Braun's going to dump it in. I think it kicks in the photographer hole. Maybe hit a camera lens. Pumps right out. Scrivens, very heads-up play. Here we go one more time. Oh.
Good pickup from up there, Drew.
Thanks, buddy.
You got good eyes, kid.
Well, thanks for the kid, but you're the kid amongst us here.
There he is.
Darn it.
A little assist by that guy.
Off the face-off, Vlasic over the net. A dozen seconds left on the power play.
High stick.
And it's a penalty to LA as Vlasic will send it across. Here's Boyle, saved by Scrivens.
2 or 4. I think he's only 2.
Clifford's got 2 seconds left on his, so at least from the face-off, the Sharks will have it 5-on-3.
Oh. Anze Kopitar with an errant stick. Going to bring it up. Catches Logan Couture. That stings. 2 minutes to Kopitar.
Third straight minor for the Kings. It's 2 minutes.
Daryl's laughing, and when you see Daryl laughing on the bench, we all know being with Daryl as when he was San Jose Sharks coach, when he's laughing on the bench, that's not a good thing.
Unless Todd Harvey just got a hat trick.
True, in Washington, D.C. I'll never forget that moment. One of the great moments in San Jose Shark history.
So here we go, 5-on-3 for 2 seconds. Pavelski wins the draw. Here's the shot over the net by Boyle. Now Clifford back on. It's a 5-on-4. Thornton out of the corner. The puck comes free. Marleau can't keep it in. Third straight power play for San Jose. Couture. Marleau fell in a collision with Richards. This is Carter. And it's out again. Kind of just one and done on the power play. Sharks get in and just don't get sustained pressure.
They just get in.
And they're offside again.
Well, Fan is very unhappy with the power play and the production or lack of production by the Sharks, and they're perfect right to be. You gotta credit though the LA Kings offside on the wide side in this particular instance. The San Jose Sharks just seem out of sorts on this power play. Sometimes when you're coaching, you work on things, you teach things, you talk to the guys about the power play, and the more you drill it into them, the worse they get. Sometimes you just got to step back, and we'll see what happens with the Sharks. They've got to find a way, these players, to work their way out of it.
Doughty shoots it from deep in his own zone on net. Irwin chased by King. Now Havlat, and he'll push it in for Hertl. Hurdle back for Havlat. Now the reach of Irwin. Back to Niemi.
You know, when you look at power plays, and you know, the tendency is, well, what's wrong with the power play? You look at it from the system's point of view. Sometimes it's just the guy's got to make the play.
Hurdle to Havlat. Settles the puck and rims it around, but it's going to go right to Carter.
That's not a good play by Martin Havlat. Again, it's the individuals.
Braun. Havlat to the inside. Havlat back for Braun. Marleau in front, and he steered it wide. Now Boyle gives it back. Braun up top. Back to Justin. Braun doesn't have a shot. Gives to Thornton. Boyle takes a shot. Well wide and cleared by Regeer.
Tough pass there. Yeah, Thornton gave Boyle. He couldn't do much with it, but was Hewitt.
Back to Thornton, back to Couture. Down to 5 seconds. Logan tried to leave it for Thornton, but King got in the way. Cleared again, and that'll do it. Out comes Kopitar. And it stays 2-2, and the Sharks 0 for 3 on the power play. Marleau 5-on-5, and Scrivens a save. King across center and in. Big rebound, and Niemi plays it with the goal stick. Probably a good idea with Kopitar on it.
No icing.
Good race between Muzzin and Desjardins. Martinez around for Nolan. Classic from just across center. Slaps it back in. Under 5 minutes in the third. Kennedy. Desjardins had it on his stick and left it behind. Back come the Kings. 4-on-2. Toffoli from Vey. Lyndon Vey. Here's Toffoli in the goal crease. Back to Toffoli. Now Nolan out of the corner. Wants Regeer, but he lost it to Kennedy. Kennedy 2-on-2 with Burns. He'll take a weak shot that's cleared away by Scriven. Matt Irwin from the point. This will bounce behind the net to Tyler Toffoli. He'll jam it off the boards to center for Boyle. Here's a steal by Marleau. Marleau's got Wingles with him. Takes the shot that's blocked by Regeer. Now behind the net, Wingles. Trying to create some room, but he's got Doughty to contend with. Brings it out, wraps it around. Scrivens diving out, couldn't cover it. Toffoli trying to chip it clear. Did not. But now Regeer will get it to go to the line. Not out. Still bouncing wildly around in the LA zone.
High stick.
Couture, a wrist shot, but a penalty to San Jose.
Logan's getting 2 minutes for high sticking.
And he heads to the box as the Sharks will be shorthanded when we come back. Here it's time for our Toyota game summary. LA scored early, like 18 seconds early into this game. Jeff Carter right there to make it 1-0. In the second, Sharks came back. Joe Pavelski ties it. And then Joe Thornton with some good work behind the net, and then a fortuitous bounce off Ben Scrivens to give the Sharks the lead that lasted until here in the third, when Drew Doughty got a good bounce off Scott Hannon's skate. 2-2 our score, and now with 3:31 to go, LA's on the power play because of this.
We've seen some high sticking penalties in this game. There is Logan Couture getting the stick up.
From Lyndon Vey.
Lyndon Vey, there's no doubt about that one. And now a huge kill again. LA came up big on their penalty kill. The Sharks have to do the same.
Carter to take the face-off against Thornton. Joe gets it wide to the boards and then gets it right back. Thornton chips it in behind Doughty. Thornton hacked Doughty's stick out of his hands. Doughty trying to play it with his glove. Here's Marleau out of the corner. He's got Thornton with him. Joe takes a look back at the line. Nobody there. Here's Marleau. And he just shot it wide over the shoulder of Ben Scrivens. Hannon will dump it back around. And now the Kings get it back. But not only did the Sharks kill 30 seconds, they got a scoring chance.
Doughty is not happy with the fact that his stick got whacked out of his hands by Joe Thornton.
Here's Kopitar. Just lost it for a minute, or he might have cut to the net. Plays it back for Doughty. Fakes the shot. Gives to Muzzin. He gets it through. Saved by Niemi. Still bouncing around. And finally loose to Kennedy. And Tyler Kennedy skates to center. One man to beat. But it's Doughty. A spinorama shot on goal by Tyler Kennedy. Saved by Scriven.
Heck of an effort.
The Even Hurdle went, wow. That's cleared down. Entertainment value galore here tonight at SAP Center. Sharks still with 45 seconds of penalty kill work to be done. Martinez in hard and around for Bay on the far side. Good work by the Sharks, but now off the stick of Wingel. Can't clear it, but he gets the stick in on the shot by Martinez. Back to Martinez. On the boards, Lyndon Vey. Vey to Voinov. To Vey. Looks at the net. Vey gets it back to Williams. Off his skate to Voinov. Here's Williams. Voinov. Shot. Looking for the tip at the side. And Desjardins will get a chance to clear and will.
No, wow, he's got to get that down the ice. Well, he's fortunate they pressured up. He was thinking about skating with it. He just should have got it down the ice.
Here's Dustin Brown back into the Shark zone. Tail end of the power play. Off the skate of Marleau. Kings get it back. Now the power play is over. Couture out of the box. Brad Stewart trying to jam it up for a teammate, but he gave it back to Voinov, whose shot gets to the net. And Vey shot it off a block wide. 1:15 left in regulation. The press will be on now down the stretch here. Both these teams want to end this in regulation. King. Stewart. And now Tomas Hurdle. It's chipped out to center, but back to Willie Mitchell to slap back into the San Jose zone. That took a weird bounce. Is there another photo hold there, Drew?
Yeah, I think so.
Burns, quick shot, saved by Scriven. Here's Thornton, back around for Burns. The good catch. Nobody on that far side, though, except Tyler Toffoli. He'll work it to Kopitar. Kopitar to center for LA, a shot off the boards. Toffoli back toward the net. Kopitar waiting. He's checked by Thornton. Gets it away. Out front and to Hurdle, who safely has it for the Sharks. He fans on a pass. Has to wait. Gets it across for Matt Irwin. 20 to go in regulation. Irwin off the glass. Wingels in the corner. Ian Voinov after it. Here's Couture. Logan behind the net. Out front. The shot. And Marleau missed on the one-timer. Braun back toward the net. That's wide. Here's Irwin. Winds up. Gives to Marleau. Shot. Saved by Scrivens. And we are going to overtime.
And what a kick by Scrivens there at the end. A little bit of a knuckleball, but he made sure not to kick it out front. Kicked it wide, so there wasn't a second scoring chance.
It's been a great hockey game tonight. Both teams have had momentum and stolen it back, and both goaltenders have made great saves. It's been a great hockey game.
Goalies have been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant tonight.
Sharks outshoot LA in the third period, 13-9.
This one's deflected a little bit. This is the one. Scrivens made sure he's going to kick that out because he knows there's traffic near him, so he just doesn't want to stop it. He kicks it out. Watch his eyes. Look at his eyes. Look at him finding the puck. Talking to Wayne Thomas, goaltender coach extraordinaire with the San Jose Sharks, says if you want to watch a goalie, see how a goalie's playing. When he's playing well, watch his head, because his head is always moving. His eyes are finding the puck. You find the puck first, then you get set. The earlier you find it, obviously you're set earlier for the shot.
Stay tuned to Esurance Sharks post-game live coming up next with Brody Brazil, Brett Hedican, and Jamie Baker. So for a second straight time this regular season, these teams will at least go to overtime. It happened back on October 30th in LA when Kopitar ended it in the extra period. Here's the Pacific, and you can add, even though it doesn't show here, add a point to the Sharks and Kings. They each have 36 now. Somebody's going to end up in a tie with Anaheim by the end of the night. Chicago did beat Calgary, by the way, so they moved back ahead of St. Louis in the Central. Here we go. With 5 minutes of sudden death overtime here at SAP Center. Todd McClellan sends out Tomas Hurdle and Joe Thornton along with Brad Stewart and Scott Hannon. The Kings have Richards and Carter, Muzzin and Doughty. Drew Doughty with 1 goal tonight. Muzzin to Richards. Richards to the net. Doughty, nice move around Thornton, but not around Hannon. Joe Thornton for Scott Hannon. Up the middle for Hurdle. Tomas shoots. Saved by Scrivens.
I don't think Scrivens even saw that.
Stewart keeps it in at the blue line. Wants Hurdle down low, but he's wrong side of the puck. And Muzzin gives it right back to Joe Thornton and then gets it right back. Thornton battling Big Jake Muzzin. Two large men, and it comes back to Justin Braun.
Brad, I would say Joe Thornton took your compete to heart.
Sure did. And Hurdle, such a dangerous player out there. He gets a puck on a stick, no time, makes it think something happened with it.
Now Patrick Marleau with his speed going wide on Robin Regeer. Trying to get through the check, but can't. Justin Williams lays it off for Kopitar. Watch out for Voinov on the far side as Kopitar's shot is saved by Niemi. Kept in by Regeer, but it bounces off Marleau's skate. Williams able to knock it down to his stick with his glove. Couture breaks it up in the neutral. Sharks trying to get a quick change here, and they will now as Vlasic has time to delay. That pinball's off Pavelski on an awkward pass from Braun. Here's Williams. Backhand save by Niemi. Rebound cleared away.
That pass had a little heat on it through the neutral zone. Just too hot to handle for Joe Pavelski.
Vlasic and Braun back and forth with Bay in on the forecheck. Now Havlat. He has to turn from pressure. Now gives it to Irwin. Matt Irwin to Dan Boyle. Back to Havlat on this side. He'll come down the right wing with it. Havlat gets the feet wide. Looking for the pass down that left side for Irwin, who jumps in. He takes a hit. It comes to Bay. And Lyndon Bay down at his own goal line. Pavelski swings it deep again, but Martinez with time. We're in overtime. Sharks and Kings. It's been a great night of hockey here at SAP Center. Jeff Carter now with Richards. Carter checked by Irwin. Puck keeps moving for LA. Carter at the goal line. Switches off with Muzzin. Takes it to the net. Saved by Niemi. Richards back through the crease. Carter to Richards. Richards skates to the net. Backhand went top corner, missed. And it's out of play.
Draws outside. Those two guys get on the ice 4-on-4, and look out, folks. They are dangerous. A real nifty or heads-up play by Mike Richards. Good straight arm right there by Jeff Carter. And then just throw the puck to the net. Take the puck to the net if you're Muzzin. Now Richards is going to throw it right to the net, hoping for what? A skate, a stick, just like Drew Doughty's goal. Get it off something, a little collateral damage goal. Very heady player. And those two together, Carter and Richards, dangerous as can be.
They were dangerous the other night against the Vancouver Canucks, and they're dangerous again tonight.
Still 2:20 to go in the overtime. And Thornton tossed. Hurdle will draw against Kopitar. And Kopitar able to wrestle it away and back to Voinov. This is the 128th meeting between these teams in the regular season. It's a good one. Regeer. Back for Brown. Back for Voinov. Shot blocked, but he gets it back on his stick. Regeer, and that's blocked by Stewart. Joe Thornton now comes ahead with Hurdle. Thornton down the wing, puts on the brakes. Ahead for Tomas Hurdle. Doesn't have an angle to that, leaves it for Joe. Thornton across for Stewart. Brad Stewart. Up top, Thornton at the side. Hurdle trying to slide it underneath Ben Scrivens, but he cannot.
Some improvisation going on the ice right now. Finding guys, Joe Thornton, fake shot. Looks like he's got Tomas Hurdle, Scott Hannon in front. I tell you, that's a good play. That little deflection of the pass, I think it was Voinov down, sliding. Maybe took away the goal for Tomas Hurdle. Everybody decked out in Sharks gear.
Pavelski stands in against Jared Stoll. Stoll leading face-off man for LA. Pavelski tops for the Sharks.
They've been battling all night.
Pavelski steers it back for Vlasic. Gets quick pressure from Stoll. Throws it into the corner. Nobody there but Doughty. And he'll reverse it to Stoll. Now Williams. Pavelski still in there causing problems. The Kings finally come ahead with it. Muzzin to Williams. Williams And forced by Pavelski to turn back. I almost get the feeling, the way Williams handling the puck there, that LA's playing for a shootout.
They got a minute left. Nice play.
Chance for Marleau, but he can't get to it in time. Braun does, and there's a minute to go. Into Logan Couture. Shoots, and Scrivens the save. Cleared back out. Braun hustling to the puck at his own blue line.
Carter and Richards back out for LA.
Havlat to Braun. Back for Martin Havlat. Back check and knocked away from him. Alec Martinez for the Kings. Across the San Jose line. A quick shot. The end of the save, and he'll hold it. 31 to go.
Talk about that back check there, Randy. It was Mike Richards again, just doing a nice job of coming back in the neutral zone. Just gets it, pushes it just hard enough to get it out to his defenseman there and causes the turnover.
Sharks had possession. Martin Havlat coming through the neutral zone, gets the puck, and then Richards just got on him. Richards got his feet moving.
80 shots tonight, 40 each. Thornton over to Boyle on the faceoff. Boyle just about lost it behind the net to Kopitar as Thornton holds off Carter. Now Irwin, as we're down to 20 seconds in overtime. Matt Irwin across the line. He'll scoop it to the net just wide. Couture trying to get it back through. Kind of fanned on that. Now he's got it on the boards again, but Doughty also there. Kicked around by the Kings to Scrivens behind his net. Kopitar to Doughty, and we are going to a shootout to decide this game here tonight.
Wow. Well, the teams have been very even tonight, so they're going to the bitter end.
Shots are 40-40. Score is 2-2. They'll do a dry scrape here. Get the ice smooth for the shooters. We'll be back with the shootout. It's Sharks and Kings. Back live at SAP Center, Randy Hahn, Drew Remenda, Brett Hedican, Brody Brazil. The Sharks and LA Kings in this second meeting of the year will go to a shootout for the first time this year. On October 30th, that ended in overtime. Somebody will win this one 3-2 as the coaches get their lineups in, and the shootout records couldn't be more different. In fact, they're completely flipped between the two teams.
Well, I'm guessing then what you're saying is LA's been more successful than the Sharks on the shootout.
A little bit. As Todd McClellan, Jay Woodcroft, and Larry Robinson talk it over. There's Daryl Sutter picking his shootout lineup, and you can pretty much guarantee that Anze Kopitar will be in it. He's 3 for 4 this year on shootouts and has 3 shootout game-deciding goals. LA 4-1 this year in the shootout, and the Sharks are 1-4.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance.
Well, the shootout has not been kind to the Sharks this year. They have worked on that again. Ben Scrivens.
He's in goal for the only King loss in a shootout, they got that going for them, the Sharks, which is nice. Logan Couture is going to go first. Logan Couture is 3 for 5 on shootouts, and he's the only Shark with a shootout goal this year. Ben Scrivens getting set. Referee blows the whistle. Here's Couture to start this shootout. And Scrivens with a stick save.
Logan Couture coming in, going to that forehand shot, and Scrivens is just in the zone, man. Anze Kopitar, the big Slovenian.
He's got his father here at SAP Center tonight, visiting from his native country. And here comes Kopitar, who has 3 shootout goals this year, make it 4.
Wow. Does that get up in a hurry or what? Comes in just real easy. Gonna go back in, cuts quick, and boy, does it get up in a hurry. Look how quick he elevates this puck. Perfect shot. The Sharks need one here. obviously.
Joe Pavelski 0 for 3 this year. Stop, shoot, score!
Oh.
Nice move by Pavelski.
Oh. That is a really nice move. The fake. Oh boy, he had Scrivens biting on that one, didn't he? What a play. And then he held on to it. Held on to it, had nice poise, finished it off.
And kept the puck moving.
Yes.
That's the key.
Exactly.
Here's Carter now with speed. And Niemi with a pad save.
Jeff Carter had a ton of speed on this one. Just wants to make that one big move and go over the pad, the right pad of Niemi. But Antti Niemi gets the pad and the blocker down. Kicks it to the side.
Martin Havlat will get his first shootout attempt of the year. And it's Havlat across the line. And Scrivens the save.
Break a stick? He broke his stick.
You're right, he did.
Are you kidding me? You break your stick on the shootout. Oh my goodness. Comes in, tries to get the shot off. Stick snaps in half right in his hands.
Mike Richards now for LA. He is 1 for 3. He can end this with a goal here. And Niemi waits him out, and Richards misses wide.
Just missed it. He just fanned on the shot. He makes a great move, stops, keeps the puck moving, then goes one way then the other. But boy, you know what? Antti Niemi got that pad out, but he just missed it. Here comes the kid.
Tomas Hertl now for the Sharks as we're into round 4. And he scores with the backhand.
Scrivens went for the poke check. Comes in, changes the angle, gives him the puck. Scrivens goes for the gamble. The Scrivens is big. Now there's the stick coming out, and boy, Tomas Hertl was just a little quicker with the stick.
There's Justin Williams. He hasn't taken a shootout this year for the Kings. Niemi can't keep it out. He got a piece of it, but it made its way into the back of the net.
Thought he had it. Thought he had it. The crowd thought he had it. Justin Williams just comes in, shoots. Stop. But oh, he just couldn't sweep it out with the stick. Oh, he was so close there. So close there.
Dan Boyle will try and give the Sharks the lead back. Here comes Boyle with some speed to center. Scores! Took a page right out of Pavelski's book.
Well, I'm normally a big fan of shooting the puck on the shootout. What the heck do I know? I'm upstairs here. What a great set of hands by Dan Boyle. Scrivens is aggressive on that first move.
Now Niemi trying to stop the Kings captain to win it for the Sharks. And he scores, and Niemi again gets a piece.
Straight in there, straight shot. Nothing fancy about this at all.
On to round 6. Brent Burns, not a bad percentage. Here's Burns now. And Scrivens the save.
And the rebound save.
Stays 3-3.
Going in for the shot. Looking to go over the pad. Good save.
Now here's Lyndon Vay. He does not have an NHL goal, but he's a great scorer from the American Hockey League. Was Manchester's MVP, the Kings farm team last year. He can win the game here. Vay skates in. And Niemi makes the save.
Man, you'd have to have some sort of short-term memory if you're a goaltender. Don't you?
Yep.
Especially in the shootout. It's tough enough being a goalie, but in the shootout, you just got to erase everything.
Round 7, here's Patrick Marleau. And the drag by Scrivens with that left pad keeps it out.
Wow, what a save by Ben Scrivens there. Patty Marleau coming in. And come back to the short side. What a save by Scrivens. This is something else.
Jared Stoll for the Kings.
He's going to shoot it. He's a shooter. He can fire the puck.
Stoll shoots, and Niemi stops it.
Yeah, Jared's a good right-handed shot. Just wants to snap it quick. See if he can catch the goalie napping. Niemi makes a save. The big guy.
Now, maybe Thornton's and Scrivens had a little bit after the goal he scored tonight. We'll see.
Maybe.
Here's Thornton. He scores!
The captain comes in. It goes off the pad, off the post, into the net.
And now, Tyler Toffoli has to score for the Kings. Save, and the Sharks win!
In a marathon. In a marathon.
As far as regular season games go, this is among the classics between these two teams, separated by a mere shot here or a mere save there. Joe Thornton gets the shootout deciding goal, and the sellout crowd will leave happy tonight on this Thanksgiving Eve.
Saw a little extra, some smiling faces right there. Thanking the crowd, and Joe Thornton with the big goal to take the lead for the Sharks, and then the big overtime, the big shootout goal, and the Sharks move into a tie in points with Anaheim.
Stay with us. We will go down onto the ice for tonight's 3 stars. Brody Brazil positioned to speak to one of them, and then Esurance post-game live to follow immediately. Let's go to ice level on the heels of the Sharks shootout win.
Tonight's 3 stars of the game are brought to you by PlayStation. The 3rd star of tonight's game, from your Sharks, number 8, Joe Pavelski. The 2nd star of tonight's game, from Los Angeles, number 54, Ben Scrivens. And the number 1 star of tonight's game, from your Sharks, number 31, Antti Niemi. And let's head over to the Sharks bench and join Brody Brazil.
Got the captain here, Joe Thornton, and from the Kings' first goal 18 seconds into this game to you guys scoring 2 in the second period to the way it ended, how much was momentum a factor in this one?
Yeah, it seemed like they got early out in that first shift, but we came back strong in the end of the first. But, you know, every game against these guys are tough, and they're always, 3-2-1 goal games, so it's nice to come on top here at home.
8th round of the shootout, you get the call. What are you thinking in the first 7 rounds in terms of maybe your strategy?
Just put me in, coach. I'm ready. That's all I'm thinking, and he did. And, we got the 2 points, but it was, I was just happy to shoot.
I know you're a big fan of the goaltender Antti Niemi, and you watch him not struggle, but come so close to some huge saves in that shootout, and obviously it was the number 1 star tonight. How much did he keep you in this game and then obviously help you out in the shootout?
Yeah, no, a couple bad breaks, in the shootout there, but, he played great. Both goaltenders played great tonight, and, just a fun game to be a part of. The fans were obviously into it tonight, and, it was fun.
Joe, lastly, this huge homestand to be finished up here in the next couple days. Tomorrow off. I know you got your dual citizenship for Thanksgiving. How will you celebrate? How will you and the boys rest?
Well, I'm having some turkey dinner, and I'm going to enjoy it. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and we'll see you Friday afternoon.
That's the Sharks captain, Joe Thornton, with the shootout winner tonight.
The Sharks go 3-0 on the homestand. They win it 3-2 in a shootout over the Kings. And Sharks post-game live starts now.